If you've spent any time on social media lately, you've probably seen someone willingly dunking themselves into a tub of ice water. It seems like everyone from athletes to wellness gurus is talking about the benefits of cold plunges. But is this just another wellness trend, or is there real science behind the freeze? Welcome to The Better Habit, where we explore health in a way that's realistic, sustainable, and actually works for your life. Today, we're diving deep into cold exposure to see if it's a habit worth building. So, what exactly is happening to your body when you step into that icy water? The immediate reaction is shock. Your body goes into a fight or flight response. Your heart rate spikes, your blood vessels constrict, and you start breathing rapidly. It feels intense because it is. Your body is working hard to protect its core temperature and survive what it perceives as a threat. But it's what happens after this initial shock that has everyone so excited. Let's talk about dopamine. You've likely heard of it as the feel-good molecule associated with pleasure and reward. When you get into cold water, your body releases a surge of norepinephrine, a hormone and neurotransmitter that helps you feel focused and alert. This, in turn, triggers a significant and prolonged release of dopamine. Studies, including those popularized by Stanford neuroscientist Andrew Huberman, show that cold water immersion can increase dopamine levels by up to 2.5 times above baseline. What's even more interesting is that this increase isn't a quick spike and crash like you might get from caffeine or sugar. Instead, it's a slow, sustained rise that can elevate your mood and focus for hours after you get out of the water. This is why so many people report feeling incredible clear-headed, energetic, and genuinely happy after a cold plunge. It's not just in their heads. It's a real neurochemical shift, but the benefits aren't just mental. Let's get into the physical side, specifically metabolism and something called brown fat. Most of the fat in our bodies is white fat, which stores energy. But we also have a small amount of brown fat, or brown adipose tissue. Unlike white fat, brown fat's job is to burn energy to create heat. Think of it as your body's internal furnace. When you expose yourself to cold, your body activates this brown fat to warm you up. The theory is that by regularly activating your brown fat through cold exposure, you can essentially train it to become more efficient at burning calories. Now, this is where we need to be realistic. A few minutes in an ice bath isn't going to magically melt away pounds or replace the benefits of a healthy diet and regular exercise. The metabolic boost is real, but it's a small piece of a much larger puzzle. However, making your body more metabolically flexible is always a good thing for long-term health. Think of it as fine-tuning your body's engine. Consistent cold exposure can be one of the tools you use to help that engine run a little bit better over time. Another major benefit people talk about is reduced inflammation. When you exercise, you create micro tears in your muscles, which leads to inflammation, soreness, and stiffness. Cold water causes your blood vessels to constrict, which can help flush out waste products like lactic acid from your muscles. It also reduces swelling and nerve activity, which temporarily numbs the pain. This is why athletes have been using ice baths for decades to speed up recovery. For the rest of us, it means you might feel less sore after a tough workout and be ready to go again sooner. It's a way to help your body bounce back more effectively from physical stress. But for me, the most powerful and accessible benefit of cold exposure has nothing to do with dopamine or brown fat. It's about mental resilience. Stepping into freezing water is hard. Your brain screams at you to get out. It tells you it's unsafe, it's uncomfortable, it's a bad idea. Choosing to stay in, to breathe through the discomfort, and to calm your nervous system in the face of that primal panic is an incredible act of mental training. You are voluntarily putting yourself in a stressful situation and learning how to control your response. This practice of leaning into discomfort and finding calm within the chaos doesn't just stay in the ice bath. It translates to every other area of your life. When you face a stressful meeting at work, a difficult conversation, or a moment of anxiety, you have a new tool in your toolbox. You've practiced staying calm under pressure. You've proven to yourself that you can handle discomfort. This builds a deep, unshakable confidence that you are capable and resilient. The cold becomes a teacher, showing you that your mind is stronger than you think. Wim Hof, the Iceman, built his entire philosophy around this principle, using the cold to master our own inner world. So, how can you actually start incorporating this into your life without buying a $1,000 plunge pool? The great news is, you don't need to. The key is to start small and listen to your body. Here's a simple, actionable way to begin. My first takeaway for you is this. End your next shower with just 30 seconds of cold water. That's it. You don't need it to be ice cold at first. Just turn the knob to a temperature that feels genuinely cold and challenging for you. The first 10 seconds will be a shock. Your goal is to focus on your breath. Take slow, deliberate exhales. Try to relax your shoulders. Survive those 30 seconds. Then, get out and notice how you feel. You'll likely feel a rush of energy and clarity. Do this for a week. The next week, maybe you try for 45 seconds or a minute. The goal isn't to endure misery. It's to slowly increase your tolerance and practice calming your mind under stress. My second takeaway is to focus on consistency over intensity. A daily 60-second cold shower is far more beneficial for building resilience and metabolic habits than one agonizing 10-minute ice bath every month. Habits are built through repetition. By making cold exposure a small, manageable part of your daily routine, you are sending a consistent signal to your brain and body to adapt. It becomes less of a shock and more of a familiar, invigorating practice. Frame it as an experiment. You're just collecting data on how it makes you feel. There's no pass or fail. It's also crucial to remember that this isn't for everyone. If you have any cardiovascular issues, like high blood pressure or heart disease, you must talk to your doctor before trying any form of cold exposure. The sudden shock can put a strain on your heart. Safety has to be the #1 priority. So, is the cold plunge hype or health? The answer is it's a bit of both. The science supporting its benefits for mood, focus, recovery, and resilience is strong. It's not a magic pill, but it is a powerful tool. The hype comes from thinking it's a quick fix for all of life's problems. The health comes from using it wisely and consistently as a practice, a way to build a stronger mind and a more resilient body over time. It's about building a better habit, one cold shower at a time. If this exploration helped you, please give the video a like and share it with someone else who might be curious about building better habits. I'd love to hear your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Have you tried cold exposure? What has your experience been? And don't forget to subscribe to The Better Habit for more simple, science-based ways to feel better every day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.